MJ scored a game-high 23 points to lead the East Stars to a 135-114 victory. Kobe led the West with 18 points, but West coach George Karl removed him with 2:44 left in the third quarter and did not reinsert him.
All right, welcome back to another After Dark, and happy 24th, everybody. After Dark edition. And oh my God, when I stopped that video I did in the morning, and I saw the runtime on that thing, it was like 1 hour and 10 minutes or something. I'm like, holy crap, I had no idea it was that long. I apologize, but guys, I had no intention on making that like one of the longer videos on my channel, but it happened anyways, and we back for another one, you guys. So that one I had to do, absolutely, because, you know, so many of you requested me to do it. This one I actually got a member's request to check out, and I wanted to save this for the 24th as well, so that's what we're going to do here. This is another one from one of my favorite YouTube channels out there, Old School B-Ball. You guys probably know, if you guys watch my channel a lot, that I do frequent this channel, and apparently some of you guys do too, which is great, because I got this request from you. So this one is titled Kobe Bryant Freeze Out in 1998 All-Star Weekend. Now, I don't recall this being a freeze out, so this is going to be an interesting thing to me. But to tell you the truth, the one thing that always stands out in this game is how basically it was like KG who really embraced Kobe, and KG was I mean, incredibly young at this time too. So I'm wondering if I did miss something with this, and the old guard was freezing out Kobe without me realizing it, because I was too focused on, you know, the young bucks welcoming, like basically just, you know, rolling out the red carpet for him. But anyways, let's find out together, huh? Guys, like the video if you could, I'd appreciate it. I'm going to link the original video down below in the description of this one if you want to check out Old School B-Ball's channel, which I highly recommend. You guys already know that. I say let's get right into it and continue this 24th celebration. Guys, shout out to members. I appreciate you guys, and this one's for you. Let's do it.
One wave, that is all it took. A 19-year-old kid tells Karl Malone, a future Hall of Famer, the mailman, to get out of the way. And in that moment, Kobe Bryant made enemies he'd spend the next decade destroying. This is the story the NBA never wanted you to know. Everybody came to say goodbye to Jordan, the fans, the media, the players. This was his send-off, his moment. The whole weekend was a tribute. And then there's Kobe, who showed up like it was a tryout, like he had something to prove to Jordan, to league, to everybody watching.
He did.
What happened next wasn't in the script. There's two
he actually did have something to prove. Yeah, for sure.
versions of this game. There's the one you remember, the highlights, handshakes, a legend and his successor sharing the court, feel good stuff. Then there's what actually happened, a kid who refused to fall in line, veterans who took it personally, and a fourth quarter that answers a question nobody thought to ask. There was a story that the media never told this day. A Kobe Bryant freeze-out happened that same night.
I'm a little nervous.
Mr. Bryant, wonder if you'd mind signing an autograph for me.
Sure.
Go, heat up.
Right.
Heat up and get loose.
That's so
All of a
cool,
sudden,
man.
this 19-year-old wonder kid who was making the transition from interesting sideshow to breakthrough icon, voted by the fans into the West starting lineup, and he was the youngest All-Star ever.
I'm so pumped up right now, it's ridiculous. And I'm trying to control myself, trying to show some composure, but I'm ready to go.
Now everybody is excited about this showdown between you and Kobe.
1998, New York. Michael Jordan, the brightest among NBA stars, plays his final NBA All-Star game. The weekend was symbolic for the generation leap from Jordan, Barkley, Hakeem Olajuwon, and Ewing to Kobe, Garnett, and Duncan. The Lakers had 4 All-Stars: Eddie Jones, Nick Van Exel, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kobe. NBA's future was there, and the symbol was the next Jordan, Kobe Bryant.
Thank you very much, Peter. I'm here with Kobe, 19 years old. Most guys are trying to pick out a major, find a summer job.
The giggly, skinny, goofy kid with the afro, the scruffy goatee, the friendly gaze and mile-wide smile, down to earth, engaging and patient.
Have you ever seen a young man like Kobe Bryant so confident at his age and so mature?
No, never. I think
He was just getting started, a bench player as a rookie and sixth man in his first All-Star season. Kobe started his career from the lower level and he was climbing up the ladder. Kobe was the leading contender for Sixth Man of the Year and the Lakers' third leading scorer with 18 points per game. His salary was $3.5 million over 3 years. He had $5 million from endorsements and a $100 Adidas signature shoe.
Wow. So back then, he was making as much as Bronny is making now. Just a little bit more, but right there. Bronny's making 2, he was making 2.5.
We want to see a great duel between you and Michael.
Playing against Michael Jordan, had another opportunity for me to kind of pick and choose and learn from him and learn the game, and it's just a great opportunity for me. And I'm a very competitive person, and so is he. So we're gonna come out and have some fun.
In a game,
and that's how you gain your mentorship. You show respect. I'm here. I'm gonna learn. I'm coming at you, MJ, but I'm here to learn from you. That's the ultimate respect, man.
That is as famous for Broadway-like individual plays as for which team wins. There were plenty of show-stopping moments. MJ and Kobe seized the spotlight and faced off mano a mano to the delight of all. The NBA players on the bench speculating about who will succeed Jordan, who had the complete package to survive life after Michael. Kobe, who seems to be treating this as one wild magic carpet ride. 2 years earlier, he was playing his senior season at Lower Merion High School in Philadelphia. Now he was one of 4 Lakers on the Western Conference roster, Jordan jamming and Kobe out jamming on a 360 spin midway through the first quarter. When Kobe got behind the East's defense and went in for an uncontested 360-degree jam that probably had NBA officials wishing they hadn't scrapped the slam dunk contest from Saturday festivities.
Right.
Kobe slams off an alley-oop pass from Kevin Garnett. Bryant rushed the ball up the middle of the floor and passed it to Kevin Garnett.
Yeah, to me that was the welcome to the All-Star game moment right here.
Garnett
from KG
then
to
left
him.
An alley-oop pass hanging in the middle of the lane that Bryant grabbed two-handed and dunked. Jordan clearing everyone out so he could take Kobe one-on-one, then losing the kid with a head fake, cut spin, and finger roll that Shaq swatted away from the lip of the rim and for a goaltending call. The move left Bryant grinning in shame. The whole torch passing storyline, so he delivered on cue like he always did.
Props for Shaq for having his back too. It's a good teammate right there in this
MJ
moment.
knew NBC's been hyping this Kobe matchup all week. MJ said, "All right, you want a show? Here's your show." So MJ gave them their moment. And look at the smirk.
You and Kobe
He's having fun.
one-on-one. It got exciting.
Well, I mean, he's coming at me. I think that's the approach.
Kobe coming right back at him, drilling a pair
That's
of
what I love about this game. Old school b-balls got me pegged on this one. Like it was all the feel good moments that distracted me from anything else. Like to me, this was just like, student versus master before the mentorship started. This was kind of like Kobe proving I'm worthy of this mentorship, and MJ's having fun because it's not every day you got a young buck coming at you like this. And for Kobe, he didn't really care to, Kobe thought he was better than almost everybody at this point already, but not MJ. MJ was somebody he still looked up to. So seeing their smiles, man, it's great.
3-pointers,
love it.
A gorgeous behind the back pass fake, and a running baby hook over Dikembe Mutombo. That one brought spectator Magic Johnson up from his seat to stay in applause. Now watch this. The running hook over Mutombo. That is a travel. We all know it is a travel, but when the move looks that good, refs swallow the whistle.
It's an all-star game. Yeah, all-star games, different rules with traveling. It was back then. It always was. I mean, don't get me wrong. They still call it traveling, but for some Showtime stuff, they'll let it slide.
Matter.
And the irony is still them letting it slide back then. It's so much better than a regular season game now.
Kobe, Isaiah Thomas and Bill Walton have seen an awful lot of basketball. They said they've never seen a player move like that. Where'd you learn that one?
Just really just playing on the playgrounds in Philadelphia. When I came back from Europe, I picked up a few tricks.
Jordan missed All-Star practice with the flu and was listed as questionable.
Oh,
Even
wow.
MJ and Kobe shared a fun moment about MJ coughing on Kobe on the court, Jordan popping a jumper in Kobe's face, and doing it again from the other side of the court. Everybody else in this game is trying to not to get embarrassed. They're taking safe shots, making the extra pass, staying out of Mike's way, and Kobe's hunting him, calling the ball when Jordan's guarding him.
Hey, before I forget, I don't remember Jordan having the flu in this game. I don't remember that being a thing. I learned something.
And Kobe's hunting him, calling the ball when Jordan's guarding him, shooting in his face, not backing down an inch. At 19, most guys that age are happy to be there, taking pictures, collecting memories. Kobe showed up like he had a decade of beef to settle. That is not confidence. That is a different kind of wiring. The moment was too big, the legend was too heavy, but Kobe at 19, a bench player, a kid still on his rookie contract, he walks into Madison Square Garden and says, "I'm going at him." Kobe pulling a crossover dribble on Jordan, who bent but didn't break and did not allow himself to get burnt. The wide crossover, Iverson's move.
Yeah.
The league was still calling that a carry back then. Kobe didn't get the memo. It is the ultimate challenge playing against MJ. To try to be the best, you have to learn from the best. MJ scored a game-high 23 points to lead the East Stars to a 135-114 victory. Kobe led the West with 18 points, but West coach George Karl removed him with 2:44 left in the third quarter and did not reinsert him.
Well, Kobe, you didn't get back in the game the last 18 minutes. George Karl iced you a little bit. Were you disappointed?
No, not really. I just like to come out here and have some fun. I had my fun, and I was able to rest a little bit.
The move jerked Bryant from the running for the game MVP and ran against the weekend's theme of a passing of the torch by NBA players from the old guard to the new.
This is a tough one, you guys. That's tough for me, because if I was coaching somebody that young in the NBA All-Star game and he was already a starter and he already shot like 16 shots, it would be hard for me not to take him out. But considering that this game was so much a one-on-one showdown between Kobe and MJ, I wouldn't do it. I'd leave him in. So I don't know what the hell George Carlin was doing. It took me a second to process that. No, because this was from the opening tip. This was Michael Jordan versus Kobe Bryant. It was that. That's just what this was. It was a great All-Star game because of that. You don't let the two dogs fight. And then in the fourth quarter, take out one of the dogs. You don't do that.
Stern presented Jordan the MVP trophy after the game. He joked a moment with the league's ultimate superstar.
There's one star who is the star of stars tonight. I'm only going to allow him to have his trophy if he promises to come back and do it again.
Yeah.
In the end, Bryant embraced Jordan at the center.
And idiots want to pretend like David Stern wanted him suspended. Like he suspended him for gambling and he didn't, blah, blah, blah. Give me a freaking break. Jordan was the greatest thing to ever happen to the NBA and David Stern for their legacies. He did not want MJ to retire. Believe me. He also didn't want Magic to have to go out the way he did. And he definitely didn't want to see Larry Bird retire.
For a snapshot of the generations meeting, they even share a Jedi Padawan moment.
And this may be as close.
Cool.
Jordan appreciated the battle young Kobe gave him. It was a good battle. It was fun. He attacked. The hype was me versus him. He was biting at the bits, and I was just glad that I was able to fight him off. Kobe appeared to have what it takes. As far as carrying the torch for years to come, I don't know. I just want to be the best basketball player I can be. If that happens, it will be fine. Nick Van Exel even admitted Kobe was little Michael Jordan and told the media that he had a lot more moves than MJ at that young age. Now the real story...
Different moves. Very different moves at that age. Kobe's first couple of years, he moved his footwork was so different. His handles, so different than what we'd end up seeing in like the pristine version of Kobe Bryant, the polished version. But Wild Animal Kobe was crazy. He had crazy handles the same way Jordan had the most explosive first step and the craziest hang time we've ever seen, but it's so funny. Them in their primes, they're real, and I consider prime like when they were winning, they looked like very similar players, but they started out very different.
It can be told.
Hold up. Hey, shout out real quick. That's bad pause. I didn't reply to this comment, but I did. This comment did get to me about how sometimes if I have something to say, I'll interrupt. I'll pause and interrupt, but then I don't rewind it. I'm trying to get better at that. So if I do have to pause something, the reason I'm doing it is because I don't want to forget the thought, and I'll probably forget the thought because I'm in the moment. So I'm gonna always try to like rewind it like 5 seconds when I do that.
Even admitted Kobe was little Michael Jordan and told the media that he had a lot more moves than MJ at that young age. Now the real story can be told. Everything I just showed you, that was the story they wanted you to see. 2 generations meeting, a symbolic embrace, but behind the scenes, something else was happening, and it started with a screen. Now the real story can be told. Why didn't Kobe Bryant play in the 4th quarter? It was a freeze out similar to the one laid on Michael Jordan by Isaiah Thomas and Magic Johnson.
Well, wait a second though. That freeze out was by the players though. So is this a freeze out by George Carlin?
Freeze out similar to the one laid on Michael Jordan by Isaiah Thomas and Magic Johnson 13 years earlier. The West sacked Kobe down in the 4th quarter, and basically the message was, "It is not your game, young fella." Rumors say Gary Payton, David Robinson, and Karl Malone were completely fed up with Kobe's selfishness and total disregard for winning the game. All Kobe wanted was 1v1 show. It was Malone who triggered the freeze out. West coach George Karl first noticed Malone fuming during a timeout. Karl asked Malone what was bothering him. At first, Malone said nothing. Then Karl brought it further. Malone told him that during the first half stretch when Bryant and Jordan staged their little one-on-one pass-the-torch duel, Bryant had the audacity to wave off a Malone screen. Malone went to set a pick and Kobe told him, "I got it." When a young kid tells you to get out of the way, that is a game you don't want to be in.
How things went full circle, huh? So Kobe did what was in the moment and didn't even think about the impact of something like that. You fast forward many years later, Jeremy Lin did the exact same thing to him. He waved Kobe off, and they had a big problem about it. So that's a veteran thing, and Kobe wouldn't have known that at a young age. Now I wish it would have just talked to him instead of doing the stuff behind the scenes to punish him. Just tell him, "Hey, young fella, you don't do that to a veteran. Don't do that to a veteran all-star."
Players came to George Karl and said, "I don't want to play." Then the rest of them want to be in. Players came to George Karl and said, "I don't want to play." Then the rest of the West starters got upset when it became an obvious Kobe gun for MVP show instead of trying to win the game. Kobe scored 18 points but took 16 shots in 22 minutes. He had 1 assist. Karl Malone took 4 shots in 17 minutes. He, the mailman, and the other West players said they were upset that Kobe was even considered for MVP, much less being compared to Jordan. Malone was so pissed, he even said after the game, "I'll tell you what I think. Jordan is Jordan, and leave that alone. I'm done talking about Kobe. He's a great athlete, but Michael is Michael." You tell a 13-year vet, 2-time MVP, to get out of your way, and that was a mistake. Or was it? Years later, Kobe said he smelled the conspiracy. He never forgave George Karl.
Yeah.
Both never forgot the event.
That's true. And then think about those series against what was it, Denver he was coaching at that time? Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's right in front of my face. Sorry, I was literally looking around the room and trying to remember what series that was. Because, yeah, that was with Melo, Camby. Yeah, that was Kobe brought his A game in those series.
The wound never healed. Kobe even said before his passing that it became his motivation against Denver to never let them win a playoff series because Karl, who was the Nuggets coach at that time, didn't play him the whole 4th quarter of the '98 All-Star game. And Kobe had his revenge from the freeze-out game. Lakers eliminated Carl and the Nuggets 3 times during that 8-season run.
3 times.
2008, 2009, and 2012. The 2009 tussle in the Western Conference Finals, which Bryant's Lakers won in 6 games, still stings. A fun fact before ending the story, George Karl's son, Kobe, played with Kobe on the Lakers in 2007 and 2008 season.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, George Karl's son ended up playing for Kobe. Life's funny like that. But here's the thing about that 1998. Everybody thought they were sending a message. Malone, Peyton, George Karl, they thought they were putting a young kid in his place. What they didn't realize, they weren't ending anything. They were starting something. And Kobe had 20 years to finish it.
Yep. Great video, man. Guys, go check out Old School B-Ball's channel. Link is down below in the description. That was cool, man. I didn't really... You know, like... I remember it happening, but I didn't think anything of it. Here's why. Because Kobe was the youngest All-Star ever. So it was just one of those things where I'm like, well, they let him play, and now they're sitting him down. I had no idea there was talk from his teammates that was pushing George Karl to make that move. So that's what I learned today. I did not know that was the thing. The thing is I kind of understand everybody in their position here, you know? Because, I mean, all right, if I'm Karl Malone, and this is going to be one of my last All-Star games or whatever, you know, because this is 1998, so he had another, like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 left in him. Yeah, I guess I might take a little issue with this, like, this young kid coming in and basically taking 16 shots while I take 4. I guess, yeah, I guess I would. Would I... But the thing is, here's the difference to me. I wouldn't tell Coach. I would tell Kobe. You know what I mean? I would sit Kobe down while we're sitting on the bench together and be like, yo, hey, you got to distribute to the other guys too. We only get 1 game together. You know what I mean? Like I appreciate the showdown between you and MJ, but like, you know, we all need to share the ball a little. It's an All-Star game. That's all I feel like needed to be said. And I think Kobe probably would have got the memo. And if he didn't, here's the deal. If you told Kobe something like that, and in response he was like, shit, get out of the way, you know, give me the ball and get out of the way, then I'd ice his ass. Because you can't be that young in your first All-Star game and think you're gonna take full control here. You know, think back of the words Kobe was saying when he walked into the game. You know, he's just excited, he's nervous to be here. You know, like, that's a respect thing. So if you put him back in that frame of, hey, you know, I don't think you realize how wild you just went out there with your 16 shots. Like, get back to the respect. You know, you're one of us. You're amongst us. So we need to share the ball. And Jordan is doing the exact opposite thing. Jordan's what he thought was his final All-Star game. So it was like, feed the guy and just let him go to town. You know what I mean? There's a different mindset with the final game versus your first game. I think Kobe's final game in the NBA, they fed him the ball every time until he got 60 points, man. I think that's all I have to say on the issue. But the thing is, I also understand Kobe Bryant. If no one's telling me, you know, this is being touted as, it's my first All-Star game, I'm trying to prove myself, and it's being touted as me versus Michael Jordan, and you know what, the ball keeps coming into my hands, and no one has told me to pass the ball. No one's had a problem with it on my team. I'm not stopping. I'm going for it at that point, you know? You're young. You're 19 years old. The hell are you thinking about? You're just thinking about, like, proving yourself. So I get it. All right. I think that's all I have to say about the topic. But cool stuff, man. Cool 2 videos. Guys, thank you for celebrating the 24th with me. We'll be back to business as usual tomorrow. And then after that... soon we got the end of the month video, which is going to be cool with some open court, guys. I appreciate you all hanging out, and I can't wait to see you all in the comments. All right, guys, like the vid on the way out if you could. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Happy 24th, everybody. Have a peaceful night, and most importantly, it's to be water, my friends.